What's cracking, boys? Today we're doing a move called the Parabolic. There's the move. Here is a Slomo. All right, guys. So this move is actually easier and more consistent than it looks. So don't be discouraged by thinking, man, that move's crazy. It actually is really fun to do. So I would encourage you to keep going. At the same time, it can be a little bit dangerous. So just be alert. I've got some tips to not get cut if you're using a live blade. But let's stay tuned for that, and let's get right into how to do this move. So what you're going to do is you're going to start off in the reverse grip, hanging on, and you can either do the safe handle or the bite handle, but I'm just going to do the safe handle for now. And you can take the pad of your index finger, put it about 3/4 of the way up the safe handle right here. Your 3 fingers along the back, and your thumb can kind of sit on the front of the knife, however you want to do that. So again, index finger, pad right there on the safe handle, 3 fingers along the back, and my thumb along the front. And the way that this move actually kind of works is you're going to chuck the knife in the air. It's going to do a backwards rotation, and it's going to do a full spin and a half. So we're starting in the reverse grip. We're going to throw it in the air. It's going to spin backwards. It's going to spin fully around once, and then another half rotation, and we're going to catch it in the open position just like so. Now, as you saw in the move, it doesn't really look like that. When you throw it in the air, it's spazzing out all over the place, right? The handles are going all over the place, and you somehow catch it all closed, which is pretty cool. So if you take the position I showed you with your index finger on the back of the safe handle, and you just throw it and try and do a rotation and a half, you're probably going to wind up doing something like this. That's pretty normal. The way to make it consistent, or catch it the way that you want to, is immediately after you chuck the knife backwards, what you're going to do is you're going to use that index finger pad, and you're going to give it a little bit of an extra push with your index finger. So you can think of it kind of like, a trigger pull, but not really. You're kind of just bending at this knuckle right here, like that, or just even just giving it a little bit extra juice with your index finger. And so what's going to happen is, after you throw it, you're going to give it a little extra juice with your index finger. The handles are going to split apart. And then because you gave the safe handle extra juice, the safe handle is going to spin and do that full spin plus a half. And the bite handle and blade are going to be twisting around and going all over the place. So that's what makes it cool. So the safe handle is actually spinning very predictably. So I'll show you what that looks like. Something like that. Now, in terms of timing and mastering this one does just take quite a bit of practice and getting the feel of it. The timing is slightly different than the normal basic aerial, which doesn't help. It's going to make it a little bit, more difficult to learn, but you'll get the hang of it. 2 tips that I can give you for not getting cut if you're using a live blade, just because it is going all over the place, so it is pretty easy to catch this in bad positions. Now, the first tip is kind of common to a lot of aerials, is because, we're starting in the reverse grip, it's spinning around, doing a full rotation and a half. The most dangerous part is right before you are catching the knife in the open position, the blade is pointing down towards you. And so because the most dangerous part is before you catch, if you catch a little bit late, you're probably going to catch it, like this or in a weird way, but at least you're just going to get hit by the handles instead of the blade. So I can try and show you what that looks like. Something like this. You can see I just caught the handles, a lot safer. The next thing is, I know with aerials, sometimes there can be a tendency just to chuck it in the air and wing it and hope for the best, which is fine, but there is definitely a risk of getting cut. So one of the things I really like to do with this one is just pay a lot of attention and really give it a lot of focus and say, you know what, I'm really going to try and catch the handles and not the blade. And if it looks sketchy, I'm just going to pull my hand out of the way. I find that this one, if you really pay attention and try and catch that safe handle, which is doing hopefully a very predictable spin, you're going to have a lot more kind of safety, and you're going to have a little bit of a better time than if you're just winging it and hoping for the best. So basically, catch it later rather than sooner, and try and pay a lot of attention and try and consciously catch it. Eventually, it'll become automatic, but that's kind of a tip that can help you not to get cut. Again, this one just takes quite a bit of practice, and there's actually other parabolics and stuff, but this is just kind of the most basic one. So hope you guys liked that one. Thanks for watching. Peace.